Hey everyone, welcome to Lions Nation Podcast. I'm your host, Matt Capone, and I'm so excited to be starting this new podcast series. Now, the reason I started this podcast is to highlight my love for the Detroit Lions. You see, ever since I was a little boy, in fourth grade, I love this team. I remember picking this team. Now, I grew up in the New Jersey area, but I picked the Lions because I liked their logo, and the lion was my favorite animal, and still is. And then I watched the game on TV because my family always watches TV, and I loved the team immediately. I was instantly drawn to Matthew Stafford, and was a fan from that day on to where I'm still a fan. Supported the team through all the ups and downs. So I thought for this podcast and this first episode, I'd like to talk about basically the journey of being a Lions fan and how the years were, and where we are today, and reflect upon all of that, and that's basically it. It's gonna share how I feel as a Lions fan and what happened with the draft and what we got. And so yeah, let's run it. So my early years of being a Lions fan, let's just say I was happy regardless. The first year, remember, they were 11-5 and had an excellent defense. Despite that, they got bounced in the first round by the Cowboys due to a very controversial call, and I hated that. I was threw a temper tantrum and was very upset because of that game. And I mean, yeah, the Lions always get screwed with calls, right? Can't do anything about that. But I learned from my first year as a fan that'd be tough to root for this team. The next few years, well, next year they were under 500, and I was very disappointed. That was the year Aaron Rodgers completed the Hail Mary against us, and boy, did that hurt. I remember going to school next day when my friend who's a Packer fan was just bullying the crap out of me, and I couldn't do it. But I stuck with the team, and how you know it? The next year, they're a playoff team. They're 9-7. They're a wild card. They should have won that division. So close. And they're 9-4, but choked because, of course, the freaking Packers always get in our way. Get that win. Get the win in the the last game of the NFC North, the last game of the season. And then, of course, we get bounced first round by the Seahawks. And, man, 3 years, no Super Bowl. The next year, they're 9-7, nothing noteworthy. Don't make the playoffs, which hurt. And the next year, we hired Matt Patricia. Whew. I almost quit being a fan of this team during the Matt Patricia era. Well, I'm kidding. I would have stayed with Lions fan, but oh my God, he was a terrible coach. He did nothing. I was so angry during this time. We sucked. We had a terrible team. I mean, our defense was like Swiss cheese. It was awful. And this was the toughest time being a fan. Then we get to the Dan Campbell era. And at first when we hired him, I'm like, are you kidding me? Another stupid move by the Lions. I was thinking, who is this guy? He's like a WWE wrestler. However, although the first year we only had 3 wins, I remember that last year, the second year, we finished 9-8. We started 1-6 and then finished 9-8. It was the start of something crazy. And I was so happy at the end of the year. I remember going to the Lions-Jets game. It was a really close game, and we pulled out the win over the Jets. Crazy experience. Heck of a game. And yeah, last year, or 2 years ago, made it all the way to the NFC Championship game. And the biggest fucking collapse ever. It was terrible. I can't believe we lost to the 49ers. I was legit crying that game. And I was getting bullied here a bit, but it was all fun and games. I thought we'd be back next year. That takes us to this year. So let's just do a season summary. This is episode 1 of the podcast. I'll just explain how I was feeling, because if I continue making more of these videos, which I actually probably will, gotta start somewhere. So I'm just gonna get the season out of the way. So going into the season, I was very excited. I was like, we have the same roster. We got some new guys on defense. And I thought we'd be super explosive. And I was right. The first game against the Rams, we looked good. We went cold for a bit, but our offense was still great. And then that OT drive to finish it, amazing. Then I remember we lost to the Bucks the next game, and we're 1-1. I'm like, this shit happens all the time. We go 1-1, and then we go on a win streak. The win streak. I think we had an 11-game win streak. Yeah. Wait. You have to go 12-1. And this season has been magical. I remember crushing the Cowboys so hard. That was so satisfying after the year before. Taylor Decker reported, by the way. Another screw job by the refs in Dallas, of course. And then next week we beat the Vikings to take the NFC North crown for a bit, which is awesome. So happy about that. Remember yelling when we got the game-winning field goal, Jake Bates. It was amazing. And then what are some other highlights from the season? We just crushed teams. Remember we crushed the AFC South. We destroyed the Titans and Jaguars. We put up 50 burgers on them, I think. It was disgusting. We were that good. What else do we have here? Oh, yeah. Undefeated against the NFC North, the Kings of the North. We finished 15-2. The only other loss being to Buffalo. I watched the whole game, and I know we lost. It was an absolute shootout. But I was okay. We're 15-2. Best team in the league, I think, and many others. We go into the playoffs, the divisional round. It's the 1 seed in the NFC. I cannot believe how good the Lions were. 1 seed. And, man, what a waste of a season this was. Well, it was a great regular season, but our defense was super thin going into the playoffs. We had Hutchinson out. We were missing Lee McNeil, who they're going to be football guys now. He was a great defensive tackle. We were missing some other key players. Our offense was intact, but we had to score almost 50 a game to be intact because our defense was practice squad players. There's a skeleton crew out there. But despite that, I was so confident going into the playoffs. I'm like, this might be it. This might be the year we finally win the Lombardi. I've been thinking about this moment since like 4th grade, and I'm super into football. This would be one of the best moments of my life, I thought. And also, coincidentally, this is like 10th year. And last season was the 10th year I was a Lions fan. So celebrate the 10 years. Let's get that Super Bowl. So we get matched up against the Commanders, who I knew were good. I know I'm a big Jaden Daniels fan. I love that guy. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league already. He put on an excellent rookie year, but I was not nervous. I wasn't that nervous. I was like, we have experience. We're determined this year. We bounce these guys. First drive, handed off to Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown. We got off to a nice start and we stopped them on 4th down. The funny thing is, after we stopped the Commanders that first drive, they kept scoring. The defense relapsed and looked terrible. It was so painful to watch. I mean, like, I couldn't even do it. This was one of the toughest games ever. This is probably one of the... I was really heartbroken after this because, spoiler alert, we lost. We lost 45-31 in a shootout. But, I mean, Jared Goff, my favorite player, threw 5 picks, and I love this guy. He had such a great story from being a castaway from the Rams to being a high-level starter for us. And so disappointed how this season ended. That was very sad. That was a tough night because I got trolled by many. And, yeah, it's tough being a Lions fan, but you got to stick with it, you know? Got to stick with it. But, anyway, yeah, season's over just like that, and no Super Bowl. Didn't even get to the conference championship, and the sad thing is we would have had home field advantage. And we, against the Eagles, who knows what happens? I know we probably would have got shredded, but, like, who knows? Anyway, that's a summary of the season, and, man, after the season, we lost all of our coaches, lost some players to free agency. I'm nervous about this upcoming season, guys. I know it's only May, but I don't know. We're getting Hutch back. We're getting some players back, but I'm super nervous. I'm not nervous because of the roster. We have the same roster and we're stacked roster-wise. We have one of the best rosters in the league. I truly believe that. I mean, the roster is not the problem. I think coaching could come back to bite us because Dan Campbell, as much as I love the guy, is super aggressive, and I really hope that doesn't come back to bite us. I don't think it bit us in the Commanders game. They were ultra aggressive, and we couldn't stop them. So, I don't know. Being aggressive pays off, and it's definitely why the Lions are perennial contender, which sounds crazy saying, but here we are, right? Here we are. But anyway, going back, the offseason, we lost Ben Johnson to the freaking Bears. I don't know. It's just disappointing seeing one of my favorite coaches go to a rival. It's not fun. And then we lost Aaron Glenn to the Jets, which I'm okay with because in my family there's some Jets fans, so I'm okay with that. I mean, it's all good. Hopefully the Jets do well, but they can win the AFC. They can meet us in the Super Bowl, whatever. It's the ideal scenario. But yeah, our caught up to today, and the draft was pretty recent. NFL draft. And we got a tackle from Ohio State. I know several people that go to Ohio State, and they won the national championship, and we got a defensive tackle from them, Tyleik Williams. That's great. We need defensive help because our defense got absolutely shredded by Washington, and I don't know why, but I have this feeling Lions defense is never like elite. I don't know, you could say they're elite, but whenever I watch them, I'm like, they'll give up like the 3rd and 20 or something stupid. Like, I don't know. I have to grow to trust the Lions, and I have these past 2 years especially. But still a learning curve, and I really hope we make some key stops because I'm tired of playing big shootouts. I just want blowout teams. I just want the Lions to like blow out teams, win the North a 3rd straight year. 3rd. That's crazy if we win it 3 times. It's like I never would have imagined this success before, and it's just crazy. But we also got a receiver in the draft. I'm blanking on his name right now. It's from Arkansas. Tesla, I think. I don't know about that. We have Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamison Williams, Tim Patrick hopefully resigns. He was a great veteran piece. But what was I going to say? I don't know. He could contribute if he just blocks. Like, we have such a stacked roster. I just hope we could actually use that roster and make some waves. Let's get to the Super Bowl. It's in San Francisco, I think. So that would be a perfect narrative for Goff to go back to like San Francisco and get that win. Anyway, where are we right now? I don't know. Just summarizing everything. This is episode 1, so I mean, let's explain everything. Where I'm at, past seasons, I'm feeling right now. Schedule release is next week. I don't know. We have we have a tough schedule next week. I mean, not next week. Tough schedule next year. On the road, we play so many playoff teams. At home, we have a cakewalk schedule, but who knows, man? They'll be ready to play the Lions. A lot of teams treat the Lions like their Super Bowl, and there's a funny thing that happened last year. It's like the Lions effect, where if we beat you, play a good game, you get blown out the next game. Very weird. Very interesting. But I mean, take for instance, Lions played the Rams week 1. After the Rams lost that hard-fought game, they got blown out by the Cardinals. When the Lions played the Bucks, hard-fought loss. The Bucks won. Next week, Bucks get blown out. I don't know. It kept happening last year, and it's gonna happen this year. I mean, last year was the Super Bowl chance, but went out the window like my hopes and dreams every year, basically. So yeah, it's tough being a Lions fan, but I'll stick with them till the end. I mean, I can't give up. I have so much things from them. I have so much jerseys. I have flags. I have posters. My phone background's picture of the Lions. I won't give up being a fan, and I love talking about this team. I mean, this is the most fun Lions. This is my favorite Lions roster ever, even with the Stafford years. Stafford got me into football, but he went to the Rams. Of course, won a Super Bowl his first year. Like, that's just the Lions' luck, right? I was rooting for him that year, but now when he loses, no, I'm not a toxic Lions fan. I'm rooting for Stafford. I know some Lions fans don't root for Stafford, but I do. I mean, he carried our team so much when he was here, and he really put the team on his shoulders. He was Detroit. He loved the city, and yeah, I'm glad he got that ring. I'm glad Jared Goff's the quarterback, but I still like the guy. I respect him. He is what got me into this great sport. So yeah, I could basically do it. It's a summary of my past years as a Lions fan. I give the season recap where it was a great season, but unbelievable choke. I lost to the 6 seed as the 1 seed. That hurt for a week. Free agency, we didn't really do anything. We signed DJ Reed from the Jets, which is pretty good. He's a great player. And at the draft, these draft experts say we didn't do the best, but trust Brad Holmes, our GM's amazing. He makes all the right moves. Then our season next year, it's going to be tough. I'm predicting a 13-4 season and win the division again, but who knows? It's going to be a tough road. This is going to be the toughest test ever, and I'll support this team. I'll be there for them. But yeah, that's all I have to say right now. I hope to upload to this podcast. I actually want to upload to this podcast during the year, next year. I'm going to be a junior in college. So I'm going to upload weekly, possibly talk about the game, break it down, maybe break down the next game, because I actually like doing this. I love talking about the team, sports in general. So this is going to become a hobby for me, I think. But yeah, anyway, that's really it. Hope you have a good day. Thanks for listening. Bye. Go Lions.